Yo, back again with another episode of Los Bridge Podcast.
On January 1st, day one, bringing into the year.
Yes, sir, 2023. Shout out to all y'all bringing in the new year. Shout out to all y'all new year, new me folks that's gonna pop up. It's already on my feed.
So as an active gym goer, gym person, how do you feel about New Year's and all the fat people coming into the gym and taking up your space?
I actually love it. I love seeing the progression of people coming into the gym to make their lives better. But because you see people that come to the gym, obviously there's those people that fall out, but there are all those people that become part of the gym and become part of the family in the gym. Because the gym that I go to is basically like a family, like people trying to work to get better and people actually trying to do bodybuilding or power lifts, and everybody helps everybody in the gym that I go to. So I really like it.
So you think the people at your gym, you're saying the people that come to your gym, usually, especially around this time, it is a pretty good retention rate.
I wouldn't say that there's a pretty good retention rate. I would just say that more than most gyms, like more than the commercial gyms, like more than the 24-hour fitness or LA Fitness or Crunch, the gym that people choose to go to here, they know that there's a whole bunch of bodybuilders and power lifters, so they know that they're not going to get judged as much as they will from a different commercial gym.
All right, it's time to school. It's time to school the people that don't know whatever. Commercial gym versus private. Like, I didn't even know there was like commercial gym and I guess non-commercial.
Yeah, so commercial gyms are just like the mainstream, like I said, the 24-hour fitnesses, the Crunches, the Planet Fitnesses, the LA Fitnesses. The more privatized ones, like the one I go to, is called the Gym Chula Vista. Then there's another one called TG, and it's TG Chula Vista, and it's in Pacific Beach, California. So those are more privatized. Like the gym that I had, they opened up around COVID, and obviously they were hit hard, and it was just like everybody developed a family because we were coming in there. We were even helping them with the gym, like helping them clean the gym, helping them find like different weights and stuff and it's a veteran-owned gym. It was hard for them to start up. So everybody was coming in and helping them, and we was creating an atmosphere where you could just come in and work out and it'd be great. Like it was that's the difference to me from a commercial and privatized gym.
Oh man, see. Anyways, man, I thought you were going to be like, nah, man, get these fat fucks out of here, taking up our space. Let it be for the real ones or whatever. You know, I thought you were going to give me some gym snide type behavior or whatever. But I ain't mad.
No, I used to be like that. I ain't even gonna hold you. I used to be like that, but as I progressed in my age, like I see that people are trying to do better for themselves, so I'm not gonna snark at them for trying to do better. I just wish that they would stay more consistent with it. Like, I just want everybody to be better.
When I met you damn near, and by the way, people, this 2023 would make 10 years since I met this gentleman on the mic and the other two who are not yet. Yeah, October 2023 will be 10 years that I've known you guys and everything. That is this is not the same guy that I met, to say the least. He was always about being better than you and then rubbing your face in it that he is better than you. Good on you for growth. Good on you for growth.
That's still true in certain aspects of my life. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, but I mean, if you talking video games, it's just pure intellect with I don't know, general philosophy, ways of the world, trying to figure this shit out. Sure, I mean, why wouldn't you? But, my man Session went hard on people. Hell, when we met, he went hard on me. I had to make him respond to my question. Like, dude, I know you heard me. What's the score?
Yeah, you're gonna have to show me that there's a reason that we in here together talking to each other and we can become anything more than what it was. Like,
yeah. Nothing
But
taken. Nothing ever taken personal. Plus, that's how we bonded was, started shitting on other people. It's like, oh, I like
speaking
this guy.
on speaking on what it was and not taking stuff personal, did you take the conviction of Tory Lanez personal with the lack of evidence that was proposed against him?
Let me just leave by saying, I'm tired of seeing it. I don't really care too much. But no, no. Even if he did, if he didn't, I did hear that little recording that came out with the conversation with old girl and everything like that. Personally,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't take it serious. Oh, sidebar, real quick. I am
Okay.
an hour north of Toronto right now as we speak.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I'll be the first one to say fuck Tory Lanez. I never liked his music anyways, but not even like. But on a bigger note, he's just one of the niggas that just do too much.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, he got a small man syndrome or complex, whatever you want to call it.
So when you're talking about the conviction and coming back to this case, and I've only followed I've only followed what I've followed. I have not dug deep into it, but from the understanding that I do have, it was another situation of him doing too much, whether or not he her or whatever. It's kind of a mute point. Whether I shouldn't say it's a mute point. We don't truly know. He was convicted of what they said. I mean, honestly, the conviction lined up to the evidence they did present, which is assault with a firearm and
Yeah,
whatever the other two charges were.
they said
And
them charges added up to 23 years too. He could get up to 23 years.
that's what you get for being messy. Is the whole point. And you, as a grown ass man with two women that you fornicating with and everything like that, you're not supposed to be having them out there fighting. If I were to guess, I think old girl shot her or whatever. But he's running around here talking about he's apologizing. It all
Yeah,
happens fast or whatever. I don't know, but I mean, it could. I don't. The whole, he said dance bitch and then shot her in the foot thing. That sounds very movie-ish. It sounds like
very
something I would.
movie-ish.
Yeah, it sounds like something I would write in the script. Hell,
That
I
sounds like
believe
a B-list movie. That's what it sounds like. It don't sound like no good ass movie. It sounds like some shit that we would just look at and be like, throw that to the side.
if I and really, I think that was Harlem Nights. When she shot her, you shot me in my pinky toe.
Yeah,
So I don't know. It sounds. There's some type of agenda behind it. I don't know. I mean, I do have on my Illuminati shirt right now. I don't.
um,
I don't. I don't. I don't. I don't know.
the conspiracist.
But
Speaking of jail time, Brittany Griner. We know that Brittany Griner got tossed back to the United States, but what we had to pay for her was crazy to me. It's crazy because they gave Russia back an arms dealer,
yeah. So what?
like somebody that can go put bombs in. What is? Oh dang! I can't remember the country that's getting messed up by Russia right now.
Ukraine.
Yeah, the Ukraine. Because he finna go over there and he finna just deliver bombs to the Ukraine. That's literally what his job is. So America said one person that actually did something illegal. Let's not get it twisted. She did something illegal, and she,
Yeah, but they over sentenced her, and I'm sorry,
hey,
for 15,
it,
15 years over a minimal amount of some dope or some weed.
but in their country, that's the thing, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, no, no. What I'm getting, but also if my understanding is correct, they over sentenced her just on the strength of the fact that she's American and a prisoner of war and everything like that. With so and she had the notoriety and everything like that. Really, so yeah, no, it's illegal. You shouldn't have had it. Blah blah blah. Whatever, whatever. But that ain't the reason why she caught them 9.5 years. Honestly, I thought she was going to do all nine and a half of those years too. So
You thought she was gonna do all nine? Ooh.
I thought they were gonna leave her for dead. And I'm not like trying to be joking or facetious about it. I thought she was done. So you talking about stunned and jaw hit the ground when they said that
It
she was.
surprised you. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Let alone, but I tell you this, they're gonna leave that teacher. That teacher that called 14, his ass is
Oh
grass.
yeah, he's cooked. Yes,
He's gonna be
absolutely.
building railroads and chopping boulders for all the way into 2030 something. And and I think
Oh
that's
yeah.
kind of, and I do think that's where it kind of gets fucked up at for people, everything like that is Brittany gets out, everybody else is asked out. You won't make that same deal for the rest of them. I think that's more so where I kind of fall into like if it wasn't for the fact that it was Brittany Griner,
Hmm.
we wouldn't even be talking about this because
Yeah, and
Brittany
all these
Griner's
famous
ass,
people were
yeah,
advocating for her and stuff. Yeah.
and that's the first time that I saw in my life where I could point to like, well, that's the reason why you should be famous if it keeps you your freedom.
If you get in trouble, I'm dead. Um.
We
So
ain't talking about
we.
no free Nike or I care less about that as far as being celebrity free like anything like material like getting free Nike, getting free whatever the hell that these brands want them to promote. So, but shout out to Brittany for getting out of prison either which way. I ain't mad at it. So what he dealt arms and they could bomb Ukraine all they want. It's not my problem.
I'm dead. It's not my problem.
It's not.
Uh,
We need to mind our business.
I mean, yeah, I've always said that we need to figure out what's going on at home first before we be trying to solve everybody else's wars and shit. But we big brother, so
Exactly.
hey, America's big brother, so they feel like they gotta help the world and try to secure other means of. They trying to do other stuff under the table though, like get oil and get riches and stuff from other countries. Hey, if I help you with this, you'll like do this for me later, type
Sure,
shit.
that big brother shit's about to expire in a second.
Hey, we'll see. We'll see what China do because they coming on strong.
Said
Oh,
China got smoke for us, in my opinion.
you said China got what?
China got some smoke for us over here, in my opinion. That's why the United States is trying to tread lightly. They know.
Yeah. I mean, they got we got all of the technology and stuff. All our chips and everything from computers, TVs, all that stuff come from over there.
Exactly.
So it is what it is. The World Cup just happened, obviously, and that boy, the goat, Messi, just got his first World Cup. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
from
Yes.
Argentina.
Yes.
That was a crazy game. I was hoping my boys from France pulled it out with Mbappe in them, but it just wasn't meant to be this year. But hey,
Duh.
he got the golden boot, so he'll be back though. They got a young France team.
I'll be the first one to tell you I am not the soccer guy.
What?
But that World Cup fight well, we know you used to pretend to play like you used to pretend to play soccer and everything like that. So I get it with you with everything
Yeah.
like that. We never saw you out there dribbling the ball or playing any type of defense or even really running up and down. I just saw pictures of cleats and you
Wow. So you said I was pretending. Okay,
pretended.
that's crazy. I'm gonna have to put out some videos. I got videos. Don't be playing with me. Put
I
out some
mean,
videos.
I'm Daquan. I do all. Also, people
Wow.
remember or not remember to give context to what I'm saying. Well, when I met this guy and we used to actually go to the gym. That was the crazy thing. He actually had me doing physical activity. Um, this man is a football player. From
Oh
this
yeah.
man that I'm talking to is a true blue football player, and nobody's playing football. So we're in the gym playing basketball, whatever. And his whole thing is like, I don't play basketball. I don't do that shit or everything. I'm not that nice. I be damn within 3 games he's damn near dunking on these. And
Yeah,
that's
it's
what I mean.
unfortunate. It's
And
unfortunate.
And that's what I mean by this man just tries sports out, and I'm pretty sure within 2.5 hours he's already he's out there kicking the ball behind his head or behind his back over his head, doing whatever. That's why I player hate on him, to be honest,
Oh
because I can't do it. So yeah, he was pretending.
I'm dead. Him
But
had the
that
kick in
world,
the back of his head.
but that World Cup final, if you are not a soccer fan, will turn you in. Turn That was a classic game for somebody who doesn't watch it. I was thrilled. I
Yeah,
was
and even
definitely thrilled.
like it literally kept people like I know people that like don't watch it at all. It kept them like engaged into it the whole time, like because you thought that Argentina was gonna win and like handily, but then all of a
Hmm.
sudden Mbappe just gets that spark out of nowhere. Man, just 2 goals within a minute and a half, 90 seconds. He had 2 goals, tie ball game. Then I was like, ooh. Then Messi came back, get him one. And guess what? They said, nah, we're going to tie it up at the end. We're going to go to penalty kicks. Unfortunately, France is a very young team, so the young players, and Pogba wasn't playing this year, so it was tough for them to get the penalty kicks through there.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. No, they
Because the,
smoked them. They
'cause the
smoked
one
them on the
cat,
penalty kicks.
the one cat even missed a whole goal, and I was like, that's tough. I was like, I knew it was over when he missed that whole goal. But I think it solves, huh?
Go ahead.
I think it solves the whole debate between Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi because everybody was saying that Cristiano was probably going to end up named the GOAT, but he didn't end up getting a World Cup to solidify his name, his position.
Right.
Also,
But he got that bag though. He did get that bag.
bruh, me and Ty was talking about it last night when we was watching Ding Ding the college football playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
That this man, like, who decided that this man needed to be worth this much money at this ended like this late in his career? And then he was like, the Saudis, they paying for that whole salary. The team not even paying for it. It's the Saudis. I was like, that's crazy. We also got to put in a little plug for the actual greatest player of all time, Pele. He passed away this past week.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, R.I.P. to him. But since I was talking about the college football playoffs, did you end up watching any of that yesterday?
No, only thing I followed thus far was who was that? Michigan and TCU, and that's because I'm in a house full of Jamaicans right now, and two of them like to just bet money, or stuff. So we were going. Yeah, we're up here for a surprise birthday party and what have
Oh,
you,
okay.
and we were on our way out the door when the game was on or whatever, and so they were down. When we turned it on, they were down. They were up 21. Was it TCU was up 21-3, and
Yeah.
by the time we hit the door, it was like 21-15, and they put a little bread on it that one was like Michigan's gonna come back and win it. So I was just keeping up with the score. I haven't really been honestly. I've been all over the place. I hadn't really been in front of a TV like that.
Yeah,
Done a
both
lot
of
of
these
a
both
lot
of
of
those
shit.
games were really good. The TCU and Michigan game. Yeah, TCU was smacking up on them, and a lot of people said that TCU wasn't even supposed to be in the college football playoff because they lost their last game, but they were 12-0 before they lost their last game. Like
So who's the four that I'm thinking about? Who's the four? I can't remember right
so
now.
so TCU, Michigan, Georgia versus Ohio State,
Right. And Georgia and Ohio
and
State
they
play
played
when?
la- they
They
played
play less.
last. Yeah, they both games played last night. Both games were a shootout, but the Georgia versus Ohio State game was definitely a. They were both good at games because Michigan ended up coming back and they was just fighting to see who was going to win. But the Georgia and Ohio State had a chance to win it at the end with a field goal with their kicker, and their kicker is like known for kicking long kicks and like making them.
Mhm.
But for some reason, this moment was too big for him. He shanked
Hey, it
that mug.
happens.
He shanked that mug to the left. It's tough.
So it's
That boy
TCU and Georgia then.
is TCU and Georgia.
So
And I
Georgia
ain't gonna
looking
hold you. That Georgia quarterback, Matt Bent Steinley or something. I don't know. Matthew Bennett, I think is his name. He's little, but I don't know. I don't know what his place in the NFL is gonna be, but he's a very good college quarterback.
So Georgia's trying to wait. They won last year, right?
Yes, they did. They're trying to go back to back.
Hey, man, look, we need it. We need dynasties. I like dynasties.
You said you like dynasties?
I like dynasties. I like when only dynasty I don't like that didn't like was the Spurs, and that's because we was on the other. I'm on the other side of that dynasty.
Yes, yeah.
My dynasty is on the other side of the Spurs dynasty, but I like dynasties. I like when programs or whatever come in and they, you know, do greatness and everything like that. And and the other dynasty I don't like is your team, Patriots.
I knew I knew you was gonna say that. I thought you was really gonna say the Heat, but you said,
Because the Heat weren't no dynasty.
"Boy, stop playing with me."
How in
The
the
Heat
entire
were a
fuck are the
dynasty.
since when? You got to win more than two. You got to win at least three.
You gotta win at least 3 to be a dynasty.
In my opinion,
I think you just have to dominate dynasty.
you have to win. You have to win three within whatever. I say you have to win three within a decade
3
before you
within a
start.
decade.
Yeah, three within a decade before you start talking dynasty talk.
Okay,
Unless you
I
want to
could
say Braun is a dynasty himself.
that's more of what I'm saying. Because I mean, obviously he did it. He did it in a decade with 4 different teams. It's crazy. I think that was it. I think that was over 10 years.
If you count 2020, sure.
I mean, you have to count 2020.
No, I don't.
It's in the books. Like it's in
No, I don't.
They got a ring.
I don't
They got
have to count.
they got everything.
They want a tournament. They want a fugazi ass tournament. Look,
It's all a tournament.
The Suns went up in that bubble, won 8 straight games, and still were out the playoffs by half a game. You know what it means when it's half a game? That means the number of game is either a draw or you didn't play the same number of games. And I'm not the sharpest knife, but I could have sworn the NBA does not do draws.
They don't do draws.
So how the hell did they lose by half a game?
Because they didn't win. They didn't win during the regular season. They wanted to put their hopes on the bubble. And the Suns just suck in general. They like to implode in general. So I don't even. That whole case for the Suns is just not good.
You talking about they put their hopes on the bubble. I don't think they knew in March that there was going to be a bubble that came about.
I mean, no, they didn't know that. But after they got to a certain point, they was like, "Oh shit, we can only like." I don't know if they were like pushing really hard towards the end of the season. I think towards the end of the season, when actually COVID was started, that's when they was like, "Oh shit, we got to actually do something. They're gonna keep the league open. Like we're gonna actually we got to make a push for this." And if that's the time that you starting to push to try to get to the playoffs, like it's too late by then, big dog. Like, yeah, it would have been fairy tale if you would have did it. It would have been cool. You got great moments out of it, but
hey, look, that's besides the point. So who you got on Monday then?
On Monday,
as far as like the national champion. Wait, or is it not Monday? When's the national championship game? Is it this Monday or the next Monday?
It should be next Sunday. Next Monday.
Okay, then, who you got winning?
I want to see Georgia go back to back, but TCU is in Texas.
Oh man!
But I don't really mess with no Texas teams like that. But just off the strength of being from Texas, I kind of want TCU to win.
Oh man, their home state loyalty. Loyalty.
First of all, I don't really have that. Like, it's not really. But it would be good to see a Texas team win because the Texas team hasn't won a national championship for anything in a minute. So, besides Baylor women basketball team.
Well, what about
4 years ago?
What about Vince Young?
Huh?
What about Vince Young?
That was a while ago. Bro, you know how long ago that was? I was in high school. No, I'm talking about within the last, 5 years. You're talking about... You're talking about 10 years, 10, 11 years ago.
I guess that was 15 years. I mean, look, certain times I don't realize that I've gotten older. You know, like I feel like it because my body is completely like with the lupus and everything like that. My body is completely like I went to the doctor and they said I'm 34 years old, but my body's functioning like it's 42 right now. So I gotta get it back right. Mind you, it's not just bad choices and everything. It's literally that's what my body's doing to myself right now. So I said it to say time has kind of gone by and I've been moving and I don't necessarily feel old even though I feel old because of a chronic illness, but
Yeah,
I be forgetting that you're right. It's damn near 20 years ago and it's like where did the time go? I've done a lot, I guess. Sure.
she was in
Shit.
2006. I just looked it up. It's crazy.
And I want TCU to win only because my one of my best friends, Kendra, is a Georgia fan, and I was antagonizing her last year about them losing. I thought because they played, who was it? Bama? Did Bama make
Uh,
it last year?
yeah,
And
it
I
was
thought
Bama.
Bama was going to put that saving, boring ass defense on them, but whatever. Such was not the case.
Thank God. I can't stand Alabama women.
Why not? Roll Tide,
I
roll.
Nah, it's just too much. You talking about a dynasty? It's got to end sometime. Shit,
I mean, that is a dynasty for sure.
it's got to end sometime. And I need somebody else to step up and take the reins. Like Clemson did for a little while, LSU did for a little bit, but they didn't create their own dynasty. They just beat them.
When Clemson beat, that was a good ass game too. I remember that. I remember that. Hell, the hell, that might have been, what was that, 4 years ago? So yeah, time is going by
Yeah.
or whatever. But it's NFL Sunday. We ain't talked in a minute. I don't have a gauge. I really don't have a full gauge on what's going on, other than my Raiders is trash, and then all these teams. It seems like all these teams are just some mid outside of Kansas City or Buffalo.
No, so let me look at the standings real quick. So there's a lot of teams that are on the bubble to possibly get into the playoffs, including my Patriots. If my Patriots beat the Miami Dolphins today, then we in the playoffs. Um,
Yeah, but that's
the
what I'm saying. So
Bengals,
mid. Being on the bubble is some mid. Oh, the Bengals. That's what I forget.
no, the Bengals
Yeah,
are scary. They're 11-4. The Ravens are 10-5.
yeah.
So they still, and Lamar ain't been playing yet because he was hurt, but he should be back for the playoffs.
Okay.
The Eagles, the Cowboys, Dogs, the Vikings are quiet contenders because they're 12-3. Nobody's really talking about the Vikings, but they're 12-3.
No. We stop right there. People talk about the Vikings. They don't respect them because
Nobody
they took
respect.
some bad they took
It's
some
Kirky
bad
Kirk.
losses.
It's Kirky Kirk. I don't know. Kirk. Nobody really believes in Kirk Cousins. Let's keep it hot. I don't
I
believe in
did.
Kirk
I
Cousins.
never have.
I would never. And the crazy thing is they're like they got one of the best records in the NFL. And then you got Tampa Bay. They finna get into the playoffs off the strength that they got the best record in the NFC South. They're seven
That
and
sorry
eight.
ass division.
They're 7-8, bro. They finna
That
get into the
sorry ass
playoffs.
division. No, I'm from Charlotte. You're from Charlotte. I know.
7-8,
Even
and
when I wasn't
then
watching, even when
the
I wasn't watching,
49ers.
I get Panthers news. 40. That's
The
49.
NFC is
Yeah.
actually competitive. The NFC is actually the competitive division this year. Because then the 49ers are 11-4.
Hmm.
So the NFC, yeah, they up there. Let's see about the playoffs.
But as I said, Detroit seems like one of the hottest teams right now. I don't know what's happened in the last week.
You said
What
you said
happened?
who?
Detroit, the Lions.
Man, F the Lions.
They say. I mean, all I'm saying is they were down,
They
and next
might
thing you
get they
know,
probably get into the playoffs too, for real, for real. They play they'll probably get into the playoffs. If they
sneak
gotta
their
beat the
way in.
Bears. They
And
gotta
when
beat
it,
the Bears are
and
three and
the
12 though.
and the Bears ain't been nice like that since Vince Young. Since Vince
Yeesh.
Young was coming in to the league for Tennessee.
Yeah, so I need the Patriots to win today. I'm finna be rooting my ass off. And Tua ain't playing. Yo, this okay. I forgot to bring this. The whole Tua situation with his concussions is blowing
Oh,
my mind. He got another concussion the other game. Like This man's the doctors were talking about he don't need to be he can need to be concerned about his day to day life and not worried about no football shit because this is like his third or fourth concussion this year
Yeah,
unofficially. Unofficially, this man to have four concussions in 1 year and he out here still playing football. Like his life not dependent on this. Like it's crazy.
probably feels like his life depends on it if he plays in that as far as the money.
Oh no, bro. Your life worth this money?
How many millions is he getting?
He got drafted in what the first round, so he got drafted high first round. So let me see his draft position.
And he's still on his rookie contract?
Yeah,
I mean, the flip side of that is that he could be running around like, Dion, three
yeah, he got.
toes.
I'm dead. Dion out here making moves, going to Colorado. I
And
was
I
so
ain't
upset.
mad at him.
I was so upset with everybody, bro. Like, why everybody pissed me off being upset at Dion? Like, he didn't have a reason to do what he did, and they was just gonna crucify this man without even letting him get his side of the story out. Like, I understand y'all upset that he left for HBCU and all of this and that, but like, there's obviously things we know how that man is. He wants our people to excel no matter what, and that's the first thing at the forefront of his mind. Y'all think he really did this out of any malice towards the HBCU community or the black community? Like, no, that's not what he did. And then it comes out in the end that all of these things, Jackson State was taking money, not paying him the stuff that they said they was gonna pay him, not even having drinking water. Like the whole like Jackson, Mississippi has a problem with drinking water. DM was going out paying this money himself. Like,
Got that facility popping, got it popping over there at Jackson State. I
like,
didn't
bro,
understand. You know, they talking about, they were trying to get at him like he was leading them on. Even my grandfather was kind of getting at it like this is all about Dion and he's immature or what have you. I'm like, maybe Dion kind of started this narrative for himself for he because he was an asshole back in the day. But sorry, I'm sorry, this ain't it. This ain't one of those moments for me or whatever. Dion did what he said he was gonna do. Got it popping. I don't know what the expectation was for him.
after his contract, like, and then he asked
Well,
him
no,
to huh?
of the I'm talking about the expectation of the people.
Oh yeah, they just expected him to stay there for the rest of his football coaching career. Like, we want our black people to get opportunities and go on and progress and do big things, but when it happens, we just be like, no, he should have stayed longer. He should have did this. Like, what else could he accomplish at Jackson State that he needed to accomplish? Like, it's crazy to me. And then everybody
Only
got so mad
theory,
he took out his players.
only theory that I did hear that I'll give some credence to is what Bomani Jones said. He only went to HBCU because he didn't want to be an assistant coach.
Because he didn't want to be an assistant. Where was he going to be an assistant coach at a Power Five?
Any Power Five, NFL, or any on any level, Dion does not want to be an assistant coach. And I thought about that because I'm like, what does Deion Sanders look like
Yeah,
being
absolutely not.
behind? Yeah, being behind somebody. That's the only thing I'm willing to entertain
Yeah,
to be like, okay, because his whole thing was like he ain't gonna be. They're giving him head coaching positions, but they're giving him assistant coach opportunities or whatever, and he needed to find a spot to go to where he could be the head coach from the time it goes or but by the time he gets there or whatever for such a personality at Jackson State uh, gave it to him or whatever. I'm like, even regardless of that or whatever, he still upgraded that facility went into the trenches of Jackson, Mississippi. It ain't like Jackson, Mississippi is not like it ain't like Mississippi isn't the poorest state in this country,
yeah,
let alone for average starter, whatever reason why to me is still a viewpoint. He went down there, he got it popping, had all them kids, and bringing his celebrity friends through the Brittany Renner thing as far as like schooling them like her coming out the horse hair's mouth that hey I'm out here
Trying to trap you.
trying to trap you or whatever. That's what I do. And it's a gang of us out here doing it. Shout out to Deion Sanders for getting it popular. I don't know if I would have went to Colorado, but where else was he gonna go?
Yeah, I just think, and another thing is, the people were like a lot of people were saying like because he's taking all these players with him and stuff. Like, what do you think happens at other colleges when coaches leave? They take their players with them and they go to the school that they want to go. They enter the transfer protocol. Dion is
Yeah,
just the person that's he's just putting it out there up front before you hear about it in the tabloids or whatever. He's just saying, hey, like when he did that meeting with all the players. Yes, and maybe he could have said it like a little better, but he was like, hey, look, some of y'all gonna leave in this transfer portal. It's coming. I'm just letting y'all know because they obviously their atmosphere for winning. Colorado has been very bad the last like 5 years. So obviously,
yeah.
why would you want to keep that same atmosphere? I'm not doing it. This is going to be an overhaul. Y'all finna get up out of here. Y'all ain't got the same work ethic. We gonna see if I got the same work ethic, and I know y'all not gonna have it because y'all haven't had it. So y'all gonna go. Y'all gonna hit the transfer portal. It is what it is. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
It was just the
But
way it was the way he said it because
it was the way. Yeah.
he told him at Jackson, told him at Jackson State, yeah, I don't think you just about to hit the portal and everything like that. And then the other
Yeah.
side is like, some of y'all need to get to Colorado. Some of y'all need to hit the portal because y'all ain't gonna make it here.
Yeah. I mean.
That's it. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. So maybe because I'm realistic with myself. I've been told that I'm too hard on myself and everything like that.
Mm,
But realistically, it's not like I'm about to run around and be like, oh, like we could just use me and you for an example. I told y'all back then, I'm not good at basketball, and I didn't lie about it and everything like that. And I'm not
mm,
going to pretend. And I don't have this thing where I'm psyching myself out to where I'm making these affirmations for stuff that's just like not realistic based on 34 years of evidence that shows like, hey, you're not ducking on niggas and everything like that.
Hey, but you gotta these kids are like these kids are all basically athletes. They have egos, so they were in that prime of their life. They like Dion can't tell me nothing. Who is he? They forget that Dion is a Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler, and he won in college. Like Dion has everything to back up what he's saying. But
Yeah.
still,
And so for
I
those
mean,
people who have those unmanageable egos and what have you, life hits you hard and it smacks the
yeah,
shit out of you.
it's nice to shout at you. You do not like it, but hey, better work ethic, and you could have been there. Maybe your
Mm.
program would have been better, and Dion wouldn't have even came there in the beginning. But hey, he
Or,
is.
or maybe you just don't have it. And it's okay. It's
Go get your
okay.
go get your degree, young fella, and join the work in business class.
What did were you in that? You were you in there what Ty said the other day?
Man.
What he said, oh no, excuse me. He sent me a message on the side. So Ty sent me a message on the side and it was I think it was on IG. It was Primo Rice talking about how there doesn't need to be another niggas don't need to be rapping no more. There doesn't need to be another rapper whatsoever. Like, don't cut it, meaning that a lot of these people, a lot of these cats, they're trying to get into rapping and everything like that, and they're just not good, they're not talented at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I told Ty, I'm like, yeah, niggas need to go learn Linux.
He said they need to go learn Linux.
Go learn Linux. Do something viable. Like
Look,
now we've got
look,
now we've really
he done sat up. He done sat up,
yeah.
folks.
Yeah, mind you, I'm on it. I can show you whatever. This bed is on the fucking floor, literally on the floor, literally on the floor. I'm struggling, but I'm the youngest one. I'm the youngest one in this house right now. So, you
It's
know,
temporary anyway, so whatever.
but nah, man. Like, what was it? I got thrown off right quick. Um, use your
Tell him
brain
that.
is what I've been
Yeah.
trying to tell these niggas or whatever. Use your brain. There's other stuff to
They,
do instead of just holding yourselves out, trying to act like you rapping and everything like that, picking up all these nondescript. punk ass bitches or whatever that they want you whatever. Go do something with yourselves and everything like this. More than life than being in front of a fucking camera trying to put together some words on your whack ass beat and everything like that. There's viable means to like you
What
can
is
still
what did, what did he
what
say? You whack rappers.
you whack ass want to be rappers and everything like that. I'm not gonna talk
Oh,
about the SoundCloud because the other part to that is that a lot of niggas just think that it's about rapping or whatever. I've had the enjoyable time of listening to that liar William Roberts, better known as Rick Ross, talk about how he talk about
uh,
his. I listened to his memoir. His
mhm,
audio, I listened to the audiobook of his audio version of his memoir or whatever, and it was funny. But the one thing that you pick up or whatever is how he realized because he was having a hard time trying to make it and rap or
yeah,
whatever. And mind you, well, especially when I used to look up niggas' history and stuff like that, Rick Ross has been at it since the 90s. And you figure I knew, like, since the late 90s doing it. I mean, because Rick Ross is like damn near 50 years old now.
really?
Yeah. When Hustling, I remember it was Double XL or The Source, whatever it was when Hustling was out. So pretty much when I was a senior in high school, and they were talking about the new rappers that were on the come up or like that were really starting to make a splash and everything, and he was one of them. He was 29 in '06.
Bro, this is yo. I had no idea. This man, 46 years old.
Yeah, these niggas are not young. Like that's the part that they don't really promote with a lot, some of these rappers and everything like that. You figure Two Chains is damn the same age or whatever because he was in the what's your fantasy video with Ludacris? That's the year 2000. As a matter of fact, when Two Chains
Ain't no
became
way.
Two Chains or whatever, and I was looking probably when because everybody was like Two Chains this and Two Chains that, and I finally saw a picture. I'm like, oh, Titty Boy. Like I've been knowing about Titty Boy since before Player Circle, before Duffel Bag Boy and everything like that. He had a
This
song
man,
that I like.
this man at 45.
Yeah, these niggas aren't. Don't let these niggas are jumping around here like they 22-year old boys.
Bro,
These niggas are grown ass men.
bro,
You
that's
know, and
wild.
so all I have to say, all I have to say to go back and to my point was is that what I do give them respect for is at 30 years old they're treating it like a business. So Rick Ross said he had hustling popping,
Yeah,
and once they knew that they had a song, they put real marketing and everything. They put their money into the song, and it was about promoting and everything like that. I don't know how you do that in the digital space or whatever, but a lot of you men, women are wasting your time. The closest thing you're gonna
this
see is a like for what it's worth, Glorilla. She might be making this trailer park trash music that she's making and everything like that. Even though F and F is up,
it's so bad.
but if you peep or whatever, I like her, and I listened to her interview or whatever, and you can tell she was really pushing. She was really pushing her stuff though. It's the thing.
Yeah,
I'm not just posting it and hear my song and everything. You could tell she was she was dedicated to got with somebody that had some money or whatever, and they were really like pushing the issue. Nothing is by when it comes to this music stuff, whatever. Nothing is by coincidence or
oh,
chance
absolutely,
per se. Everything
absolutely.
like that. A lot of you niggas ain't got it, but you know what you can learn is an argument on a Linux command.
He said Linux. This is facts, but they don't want to do all of that because they don't want to put in the hours and study, and they think that shit boring and that shit not gonna make you a lot of money. Blah blah blah.
But you
Like,
still gotta put in the hours for something, and you gotta put in
yeah,
the hour. You gotta put in the hours in the rap. You gotta put in the hours in the marketing. You gonna have to put
yeah.
in the hours. It seems like
And to
you
be
got if
honest, you
you
could put in less hours doing the Linux stuff and get a good paying job than putting in the rap stuff. That's
consistent money. If you're an athlete, you gotta put hours into the gym. Where if yeah, pretty much the gym, the field. If you golf, You got to be out there on that golf course. Probably the most difficult sport. Probably the most difficult sport I've ever played.
We had
Golf.
that argument too about the most difficult sports. I don't know. Did you see the chat?
No, because by the time y'all, a lot of time I've been busy. By the time y'all,
It was,
once y'all get into your arguments, y'all go so far ahead. I say fuck it.
yeah. So we was arguing about what's the most difficult sport to play, and me and Bob was like it's soccer, and Ty was like it's either hockey or I think he said hockey or baseball maybe. I think he said hockey or baseball.
No, it's golf.
You said it's
It's golf.
golf.
It's golf.
No, it's not.
But I'd rather have that discussion whenever we all four get on the line.
Yeah, we could do that. That's hilarious.
But
Well, all right.